Hello everyone, Brett here, Altitude Scale Modeling. Finally going to do that side-by-side contentious controversy building sprue comparison between the Kitty Hawk SU-34 and the Hobby Boss SU-34. Because most of the controversy I heard was about the nose, we're going to start by looking at the nose and comparing them together. To do that, I need to take it off of here. This is Kitty Hawk, because Hobby Boss is one piece. So, carefully gonna clean it up so I don't damage it. Get those sprue gates off. Do a little sanding. And we have us a cleaned up SU-34 nose. Now I was told it was the top perspective that was wrong. So I got my Hobby Boss all neatly back in the box here, so I'm going to have to cut it out. And yes, I'm using my Tamiya ones to cut this because they're ruined anyway. And I want to be careful because I don't want to mess up the parts that are poking out. Alright, don't need both halves to compare the top. So, there's an obvious difference. Hobby Boss one is much longer, less pointy, more duck-billed shaped. Let's see if I can get this decently together. Line up all the pins. There we go. So, again, I guess I'm going to help you. So, yeah, that's the up way. The SU-34 one's flatter. Sorry, the Hobby Boss one's flatter. And, like I said, longer. More pointed on the end. More rounded on the bottom. So, which is right? I know this way is up because of the angle of it going down. Put this back together here. Which is right? You tell me, I'm not an expert. But they are different. And you can get a resin replacement by Quick Boost. So there's the nose. The two fuselages, this one, Kitty Hawk one, it's got a few attachment points that I need to take off if I want to push them together. I'm not going to totally clean it up, I just want to get the raised attachment points flattened out so I can press the fuselage together. Here. And of course they're right next to connectors. So you want to be careful unless you're going to cut those off. Let's see if I got all the necessary ones out of the way. Okay. You can see there's a little, maybe a little mismold right there. Maybe just a little flash sticking out. And there's no, as far as I can tell, I mean there's a couple of notches there. I think you have to install the radar into this one. Yeah, you install the radar cone in there. That's how it attaches. And it's got a little ring protruding out, so the noses might not be as short as I initially thought. If I can find C. Oh, C's right here. That's convenient. So, part C12. Nope, it's flush in there. And then the nose. It's on there like that. So there's another radar part that goes on there. And then this attaches like so. Either one of these kits are going to make a comparison easy for me. So, Hobby Boss is still a little longer. Kitty Hawk's more rounded. Someone can tell me in the comments which is right, which is wrong. Maybe they're both wrong. So, there's the whole nose controversy side by side. As I showed in the review, fuselages match up incredibly well. Lay one right over the top of the other. With the Hobby Boss, you're not going to have any wing seams to worry about. I spend half my time clicking these parts together. I don't need the bottom. So, they're both just called SU-34s, but you look at the panels, you know, like here. Come on. See, this has got a big and a small panel. This one's got a big and a small panel opposite. There you go. So, I'm assuming someone's got panels wrong. The Hobby Boss rivets are far more, I mean, all across this whole area there are no rivets. This is fully riveted. Rivets, no rivets. And then the rivets that are on here are really fine, so you won't be able to do a lot of weathering. engine hatches look pretty much the same, though these have the access handles that you pop out to open it, and these don't. This has got part of the stinger attached. Go to the bottom. Same thing, this one, Kitty Hawk, rivets down the center spine. Hobby Boss, no rivets, but you're going to have engine intakes, and then a weapons pylon or fuel tank right there. Alright, that aside. Grab some wing detail. Okay. Lower wing to lower wing. Again, Kitty Hawk, more rivet detail. Right or wrong? You tell me, but there's a lot more rivet detail on this wing. That'll help. On this wing, and on this wing. This one's going to have the leading edge point here where the leading edge flaps or ailerons or drop flaps, you know, the leading edge slats. It's on both sides, so it's going to be thicker. Is that right? Don't know, because this is just one piece, because the wings, the lower wings, insert in there. So they're both going to be the same thickness. Both have flaps and slats that are positionable. Good aileron detail. Here's the cockpit floor. Both have a lot of parts to dig through. Victor seats. Hobby Boss has metal landing gear legs for support. These insert into the actual plastic ones. Kitty Hawk does not. Hobby Boss has a little box of parts. There we go. So, bulkhead detail. More detailed on the Kitty Hawk than the Hobby Boss, but are you going to see it? Don't know. Cockpit floor. Kitty Hawk, much more detailed than Hobby Boss. Sidewalls, landing gear, doors, elevators, rudders, tails. Grab an elevator, rudder, tail. Tails. Pretty much they got the scale match per match on each, so they both should be scaled right. The main detail issue is going to be the amount of rivets. Kitty Hawk has more, Hobby Boss has less. Kitty Hawks are deeper, hold a wash better. Hobby Bosses are more sublime. Do you need a wash? All these decisions are yours. Here's the elevators. Again, overlaying them. They're pretty close to identical. So they got the scale the same. Kitty Hawk has one piece. Hobby Boss has two piece, so you have to worry about seam lines. Same with the elevators. Kitty Hawk is one piece. Hobby Boss is two piece. If that matters to you. for seam lines and such. Let's see if I can find some clear parts in the Kitty Hawk. There we go. Kitty Hawk clear. Hobby Boss clear. They're both great. You look, Hobby Boss has more of a center section right here. It's a little thicker. And these don't open. They get in through the bottom wheel well. Hobby Boss actually looks a little scuffed considering it was all neatly wrapped and stuff. And the Kitty Hawk looks pristine and clear. Now the Kitty Hawk is brand new and hasn't been handled as much. Kitty Hawk's front's rounded and Hobby Boss isn't. So the canopies are slightly different. Again, who's right, who's wrong? I do not know. When I go to build it, I'll do more research on it. Right now, I'm just showing you what I see. And, because one looks one way, one looks the other, I've never built either. Don't know how they're going to build up. One could build amazing, one could build awful. Both could build amazing, both could build awful. Each person will find their own building method and style. While we're in our little Hobby Boss box, pylons, some of the weapons. There were wheels in here. Maybe not. Maybe the wheels are in the box. Oh, here they are. Rubber wheels. Rubber wheels for the Hobby Boss. So obviously no weight because they're rubber wheels. Kitty Hawk wheels are weighted. No, they're not. And they're plastic, so you can rub them out easier. Kitty Hawk is full engine detail. Hobby Boss does not. Kitty Hawk has these nice resin cast exhaust. Again, there's a detailed review of each of these kits. Farther back in the channel, I'll put the link at the end. I mean, detail, they're both really good. One's just resin, one's just plastic. So, not going to knock either one of those. Again, I'm not here to knock either kit. I'm just here to show you what I'm looking at. Both have amazing amounts of weapons. Both have 7 sprues of weapons. Hobby Boss instructions. Kitty Hawk instructions. Sprue map. Start with the cockpit. Sprue map. Start with the engine. Then the cockpit. For ease of build, I think Hobby Boss would be better, less complex. Both have separate padding for the ejector seats. Color callouts. Hobby Boss decals. I'm not sure who makes Kitty Hawk decals. I'll check that in a second. The intakes. That's what we need to look at. Pull this out the way. Find me some Kitty Hawk intakes. Right here. Find me some Hobby Boss intakes. Right here. So this is one part that will be easier for Kitty Hawk. One-piece intakes. One piece. Ejector pins need cleaned up. Multiple piece. 1, 2, 3 for the back. And ejector pins need cleaned up. Both have ejector pin issues. These will be easier to put together because they're already together. So, again, which would you prefer? Single piece or one piece intakes? Both have good detail on the outside. If you put FOD covers on, it's not going to matter. I'm thinking the seam on the inside is going to be on the inside, so you're not going to see it. Oh look, we got us, here's the hollowed out landing gear legs for the Hobby Boss. You put the metal pins in. And this is solid front landing gear. The Kitty Hawk. So, there you go. Quick little sprue comparison. If you want more down the line, let me know. Where'd my instructions go? So, side by side, I mainly tackled the most controversial part of all, the nose. Showed you some little details. Didn't want to be too long because this could go on forever if I go through every sprue. But leave me some questions. I can always send you some, PM you some pictures if you got a lot of interest in one or the other. Thanks for watching. I hope this was informative. Now, let the controversy begin.